Hey everyone, welcome to How to Identify Your Existing Skill Set to Start a Freelance Business. My name is Marissa Price. I am a Black woman social worker, freelance educator, and coach, and freelancer myself. So I took my skill set in social work field. I was focusing in economic development as a social worker. So taking my skill set and really working with my dream clientele, Black women entrepreneurs. Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the US, right? So we know that we have all the skills, we have all the talents, all of these things that we need to really succeed. But often it's a few of these barriers in place, those being capital often, which freelancing removes that barrier. Support, community support, which I've addressed with my free community that I created. So we're going to get into this pop-up webinar. And I already see my friends in the chat. Hey, Marissa, enough by Enmity. Good to see you. Thank y'all for being here. It means so much to me. Danny, hello. Hello. And yes, celebrating you, Danny, for your business success. Yes, celebrating you. Okay, so how to identify your existing skill set to start a freelance business. Let's get started. And I am hosting a freelancing challenge, 30-day soft challenge, because I realize sometimes when we see challenge, it's like very rough, rigid. It's like the opposite of that, right? So I want us to start our businesses with really bite-sized tasks. So it'll be daily tasks over a series of 6 weeks, Monday through Friday, which adds up to 30 days. There will be a supportive private community for you to join as well. So this is a soft challenge and it starts Monday, January 13th. If you want to register, the link is scrolling on the screen and also I'll put it in the chat here. There we go. You're welcome. Celebrating you. Okay. And I do want to say this webinar I recorded in Libria Jones community, Quick Commuting Academy, which was set up by Quinn Edwards. Shout out to my fellow Black woman freelancer who set that up. But yes, I'm re-recording this for the purposes of showing it to you all, walking you through the steps of how you even begin to identify your skill set. Because again, you do have skills. Even if you don't realize it now, you will hopefully by the end of the webinar. Okay. Yeah, so I am the founder of Free Black Women, or Black Women Freelancers, which was formerly Free Black Woman Virtual Solutions, which was a mouthful. So I kind of shortened it to Black Women Freelancers, which really speaks to the goal of what I'm looking to accomplish. So becoming a freelancer helped me pivot out of a very toxic work environment, identify my skill set, build my confidence, right? And so I'm really on a mission to share what I've learned along the way, the information that I have, again, with my background being in economic development, how you even begin the process of starting a business, because so many of us have these dreams within us. And so if I can provide the knowledge and the how-to in understandable terms, that's really my goal for Black women, especially given what we face in these work environments. So yes, Black Women Freelancers provides coaching, business consulting to Black women who are current or aspiring online business owners. So freelance business, Black Women Freelancers is also a freelance business. So I help Black women entrepreneurs with things like sales funnels, email sequences, landing pages, scheduling, although I'm starting to wind that service down. And so different things like that. So if you are interested in that, feel free to reach out to me, hello@marissaprice.me, and I'll be happy to talk with you. But yes, so I also have a free online community for support, navigating the ups and downs of entrepreneurship and networking opportunities as well. So this is Black Women Freelancers. Let me link it here if you would like to join. And this is a free online community. Who else cannot talk and type at the same time? That's me, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, so this is the link to join if you'd like to join us. Over there, we have daily posts on different topics for the day, Monday through Friday, again, because we take weekends off. It's very important as a freelancer to have a schedule for yourself, something that I have learned the hard way in this process, right? A lot of us are transitioning from rigid, highly structured work environments. And so we'll try to just have no schedule at all when we enter into freelancing. That can easily lead to burnout because you're working all hours of the day, right? So having a set schedule for yourself is very important when you enter into freelancing as well. Come on, Danny. Multitasking at its finest. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying. I think someone said this in the chat the other day. I'm now unitasking, right? So trying not to multitask anymore because I can't. One task at a time. Yes, like I said, I am a social worker. So formerly in the economic development field, now helping Black women start and grow online businesses, freelance businesses to both exit toxic jobs and achieve location freedom because we deserve to live our dreams. A lot of these things have been presented to other people as options for work, for bringing in income, and they haven't been shown to us, right? We've kind of been left out of this conversation completely, although we have all the skills, right? Black women are the most educated group, like demographic in the US. We have the education, we have the skills. So why is this not presented as an option to us too? To literally take our skill sets out of toxic work environments that are very rigid, and use them to attract our dream clientele. And that could be our income source. So really like opening yourself up to the possibilities of things that exist, right? Come on, unitasking, one step at a time. Absolutely. Especially for those of you who are highly sensitive like me, I cannot multitask. And so I've stopped trying, just one task at a time. Okay, here we go. Yes, so the agenda today. So introduction, right? And then we'll go into what are skills. We hear this term all the time, but what are they? Why it's important that you know your skill set and you own it for yourself. We'll go through a little exercise. What are your existing skills? We'll also talk about why you may have trouble recognizing that you have skills, different tools to identify your skill set, how you can use your skills to start a business. We'll do a little wrap up and then talk about ways we can work together, including my upcoming freelancing challenge, Freelancing Freedom, starting Monday. If you'd like to register, scrolling here on the screen is the link. Okay, so 3 key actions to identify your existing skill set. So observation, right? Observe the things you're already doing that you may not even think twice about now. So I talked about this in a past live, but a lot of things we do just come so naturally to us because we're gifted, right? That we don't even realize that this is a skill set. This is something that you can lean into to generate income outside of a traditional work environment. So really observe yourself, even like zooming out, thinking about the things that you do on a day-to-day basis may be helpful in this. Reflection. Reflect on how you're using your skills every single day and how they can solve a problem. So basically, in running a business, right, you are solving someone's problem in exchange for money. That is the cornerstone of having a business. You recognize that there's an issue that someone has that your skill set can use to solve that issue, and in exchange, you're receiving payment. So viewing it at its simplest terms may be helpful as well. Also, affirmation. So affirm to yourself, right? How incredible you are, how incredible your skills are, and how much your ideal clients really need them. So realizing that there are people actively out there looking for exactly what you can do, what you probably do every single day, right? So getting out of the mindset that you're having to convince someone to work with you, that you're having to beg someone. No, people are actively looking for the skill set that you can bring to their life to make it easier, to solve the problem that they might have. So reframing that way might be helpful as well. And let me know if y'all have any questions at any point. Okay, introduction. So what are skills? So skills are an individual's ability to perform a specific task or solve a problem at a high level of proficiency. So again, if you want to put in the chat, making this like a true webinar, different skills that you may have. Again, that you might not even recognize on a day-to-day basis that are skills, but they're things that you do every day, right? That demonstrate that you have a high level of proficiency at a specific task, your ability to solve a problem for other people. Danny, yes, come on. Thank you. I found my first coaching client from a women empowerment group I joined. Our future clients are waiting to find us. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Right? So our future clients are waiting to find us. Mic drop. Thank you, Danny. It's true. People are actively searching for what you can provide them with, right? So a lot of times, like I said, we think that we have to convince someone, that we have to go above and beyond, that we have to beg someone to work with us. It's like getting out of that mindset and really tapping into your abilities, your confidence, right? And a part of this, which I'll talk about, is rebuilding our self-confidence after a lot of these toxic work environments have diminished our light, right? Taking that back for yourself and realize, no, your skills didn't go anywhere. No matter what type of environment you were in, it did not value you, right? Did not see the values in your skill, the value in your skills. You can now reclaim that for yourself and use it to attract your dream clientele. So yes. And hey, y'all. Thank you for joining. I Shot Dreams Wake. I love that. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Davia. Yes, this is wonderful. So happy to have found your live during my lunch break. I love that. Thank you for being here. Yes. Okay, so skills, things that you've developed a special ability to do because you've honed and practiced them over time. So it's not a coincidence that you're skilled at these things. You've practiced them. You've honed them. They are skills. So really like telling yourself that, again, affirming that to yourself if you have to. This didn't come out of nowhere. You've spent a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of education. That just came up for me. Honing these skills, right? So it's recognizing and affirming to yourself that these are indeed skills. Things that come naturally to you and that people come to you for help with. So a lot of us are doing things for free, right? That we're helping people with. These are skills. These are skills. And so maybe the first part of starting to become a freelancer is just adding a price tag to what you do for free if you want to, right? Not saying that you can't volunteer for things at all, but if you want to turn it into a business, maybe setting a price for what you do that people may have expected you to do for free before. Yes. Things that make you smile and bring you joy. So something that's often overlooked, but like, what brings you joy? What makes you smile when you're doing it? Could be a skill, right? Again, it could come easy to you because this is your gift and it's also a skill, right? Just because it's your gift does not mean that it's not a skill. Things that people have paid or will pay you for. So market observation, what have you paid for, right? We see like the online economy, right? E-commerce is booming. So what have you already paid for? Could you offer that as a similar service based on your skill set to a client who was actively seeking that out? Hard skills versus soft skills. So don't underestimate your soft skills, right? A lot of us will tend to be like the soft skills of talking to people. Sometimes that's difficult, right? That's a skill set. I know as a social worker, me having trained on how to do interviews, right? Conversations with clients, not everyone knows how to do that. So don't underestimate your soft skills as well, because those may come in handy. Ways that you can solve a problem for your ideal clients. Again, it's like the basis of a business. How can you solve a problem for your ideal clientele and attach a price tag to it, right? Because it's a business, right? If you want to do this for a hobby or a volunteer activity, that's not a business. Something that I do want to emphasize too, because often as Black women, we will have pressure to offer what we do for free. That's not going to be sustainable as a business, right? So I want to emphasize that too. Hey, Kristen, thank you for joining. Thank you. Good to see you. Samri, hey, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yes, thanks for saying that your passion or joy could be your skills. It could really be that simple. What brings you joy? What do you love to do? Danny mentioned coaching, right? Something that Danny clearly has a talent, a gift for. If you follow her channel, Tea Time Beauty, as a fellow social worker, right? All of these things that bring you joy, could you use them as your pathway into becoming a freelancer? And not viewing it as it has to be really difficult and really hard for it to count. No, it doesn't. Hey, Leslin. Oh, no, you're not late at all. Yes, thank you for joining. All right, y'all. And pardon me. I just realized that I get really excited about this topic. So if If y'all see me drinking water a lot, that's why. Yes. Okay, so why is knowing your skill set important? You want to leverage your strengths as a business owner. You want to understand how to attract your ideal clientele by talking about your skills. So one of the things about being a freelancer, right, you have to actually tell people what you're doing. And it sounds simple enough, right? But it can actually be the most difficult thing. Again, if you have been in toxic education environments, work environments over the course of your life, telling people what you do, that can feel like impossible sometimes, right? We often have the fear of embarrassment. Like, what if people see me out here trying? I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet. And that's where being in community is really essential for other people going through that same process of trial and error, of iteration, of seeing what works, what lands with your dream clientele, pivoting often. One of the things about being a freelancer is you will have to pivot like every day, right? You'll gain new information about things that you like to do, things you don't like to do, right? Clients that you want to seek out, different services that you want to offer, versus being in a traditional work environment where your tasks are assigned to you. It's a completely different mindset shift. Yes. Hey, Zippera, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Tea Time Beauty. Sometimes when I find it challenging to identify my skills, I find it helpful to get clear on my insecurities and reframe those thoughts. Affirmations help too. I'm a good thing. Thank you for sharing this. Ooh, on my insecurities. I love that. And reframe those thoughts. That's deep. Thank you. So how could your insecurities be a way for you to then reframe that into a skill set? I love that, Danny. Thank you. Would love to have you come and speak to our women's. Oh, I would love that. Community for Entrepreneurs. I would love that. Yeah, please reach out to me. Let me put my email here. Yes, this is my email, y'all. Yeah, so why is knowing your skill set important? You want your business to grow. Referrals are based on your skill set. So as a freelancer, how you build your client base a lot is people will refer you to other people within their networks who also need your skill set. So you want to be sure that you're sure of your skill set right before you enter into this so that you're able to demonstrate that you're highly skilled at this, and then you'll receive referrals from other people, and that will be used to grow your client base from your initial client often. That's often how freelance client bases are built. Yes, your skill set is a great source for generating business ideas and product and service offerings for clients as well. And also, you don't want to offer everything. And I say, ask me how I know, because I tried, y'all. When I first started my business, right, I was offering everything. And this often happens because we don't know which area that we like to do. We don't know what we like to do. I think I just said that, but we don't know what we like to do outside of like tasks that have been assigned to us in very traditional, rigid work environments. So sometimes that takes a little bit of trial and error, working with different clients over time to really understand what your skill set is, what you have experience in, what your background is, and also what you like to do. Because sometimes that can be left out, especially for Black women, but that's important, right? What do you like to do in addition to what you're skilled at? Yes, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions as well as we go through this. So identifying your existing skills. And this is just an exercise, right? So observe what tasks do you do on a daily basis? What do people ask for your help with? What things are you already doing for others for free? What comes naturally to you? And lastly, what brings you joy? Reflect, what products and services can I offer with my skill set? How can I use my skill set to market my business? How can I use my existing networks to attract my ideal clients? How are my skills in demand in the market? Affirm to yourself, I have so many skills that I can use for myself. I own my skills. So I just want to speak to this, right? Sometimes when we are in toxic work environments like period, sometimes they will try to take ownership over the skills that we brought into the job before we even had the title, we even had the role. You came into that skilled. So it's owning your skills for yourself and realizing that you can take them any place that you want to, right? Taking control, ownership over yourself, over your skills, self-determination. My ideal clients are searching for someone with my exact skill set. As Danny said, let me put your comment back up here. Right, our future clients are waiting to find us. So someone right now is looking for you. Someone with your skill set, your background, your expertise, your knowledge, your understanding of the issue that they have. You're not having to try to convince someone to work with you. You're simply telling people what you do, right? And messaging is part of that, which I'll talk about in a future video. It's telling people what you do so that they know that you're the person that they need to work with to solve their problem. I can take the easy route and use the skills I already have, so it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to get another certification and then another degree if you don't want it, right? If you do, that's a whole different story. But if you don't want those things, know that you already have what it takes to start right now. I'm an entrepreneur. So sometimes I talked about this before, but we have an idea of what an entrepreneur might look like. And if that person doesn't look like us, doesn't have the same background as us, we may think that we can't be an entrepreneur too. That's not true. You are an entrepreneur, right? You are an entrepreneur. Owning my skills is key. When you work so hard for a company or business, you forget you own the skills that makes the work productive. Yes. Thank you for sharing this. That's so true. Yeah, you own your skills. That's so important. Yes, we were born whole enough and worthy already. Thank you, Danny. Yeah. Hey, Noble Asila, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Okay. The roadblocks, which are real. So why do we have trouble recognizing our skills? Systemic discrimination and oppression, right? So a lot of people probably along the way have told you that you're not skilled, have tried to break down your self-confidence, your self-esteem, have tried to oppress you, right? By convincing you that you're not skilled. So part of healing is realizing that was projection. That was projection, and taking your skills back for yourself, reaffirming to yourself that you've always been skilled, right? A lot of the times, our skills will trigger other people's insecurities and they'll try to take us down a notch. So it's healing those experiences by maybe revisiting them through journaling, through voice noting, right? And telling yourself the actual truth. That was that person's insecurity that they projected onto you. That doesn't mean that you're not skilled, right? It's actually reclaiming that for yourself. And going right along with this, the lasting impacts of toxic, traumatic work and educational environments have often broke down our skill sets a lot of the times, right? And this is real. We're often socialized to shrink and downplay our accomplishments. And let me know if this resonates in the chat with y'all. But I know this was the case for me, right? Downplay what you do because people are going to say, you're stuck up, right? You're talking about yourself too much. So it's really reaffirming to yourself again, no, that's not true. I have to be the one to be proud of what I'm doing, right? A lack of supportive communities to bolster our self-confidence. Again, if you would like to join Black women freelancers, my free community, Here's a link to join. But being a part of a community that really bolsters our self-confidence as we're taking this journey of reclaiming our skills for ourselves is invaluable. It's invaluable. Deeper issues that affect our self-worth. So this can be, as I talked about on my channel before, childhood issues, right? Childhood trauma, childhood attachment issues, bullying, things that have impacted us like on a very deep level throughout our lives could now be showing up and be impacting why we have trouble recognizing that we're skilled. And also, we may not recognize that things come easy to us. They're still skills, but they are. They are. Just because it comes easy does not mean it's not a skill. It really can. Yes, it really can. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Glad I was able to catch your live and really appreciate the message and reminder of our personal skills being our professional freedom. Ooh, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, absolutely. And here are some tools to identify and own your skill set. So this is a free skill assessment that you can take, high five test. I created a free Start Your Online Business from Scratch webinar last year. Was that last year? No, it was 2025. That was 2023. It's linked in the description section if you'd like to check that out. Journaling and or recording voice notes may be helpful as well. Observing, reflecting, and affirming the exercise that I just presented may be helpful. I did create a Reflect and Heal guided workbook that you can access at that link. It's also linked in the description section and I believe my bio on YouTube. And also get into community with other Black women online business owners, again, through my free Black Women Freelancers community, the link on the screen. And I'm hosting a challenge that I just linked here as well. Freelancing Freedom 30-day soft challenge. So this is not hard, very rigid, right? That's kind of the opposite of everything that I do. So I do want to make that clear. This is Monday through Friday over a period of 6 weeks. Individual tasks, small tasks that you can use to, at the end of it, have a business, right? There are different tasks to becoming a freelancer that I wish I had known when I started. And so now almost 2 years in, I'm providing that through this challenge, right? And you'll also have access to a supportive community along the way. You'll have access to it for 6 months. So if it takes you a little bit more time to complete because life happens, I did want to make sure that that is the case as well. So yeah. Use your skills to start a business, right? So you can create a free lead magnet demonstrating your skills set to grow your email list. I have a video of this on my YouTube channel, my second YouTube channel, Black Women Freelancers, using a tool like ConvertKit to start your email list. Tell people that you're offering a service and have an easy way for people to pay. So how to advertise in social media, provide an easy link for people to book, having that call to action, right? This is a service I'm offering. Go to the link in my bio to book a call with me and have the link to the call set up already, right? Make it as easy as possible for people to potential clients to flow through the pipeline from having that initial interest to now booking with you. Become a consultant so you can share your existing knowledge. A lot of us are high up in the fields that we're in. Can you take that knowledge and then become a consultant using something like Calendly, Acuity? These are calendar booking links. Start charging for things you already do for free. PayPal invoice, which is free. Setting up a PayPal business account, using that to invoice people. And yeah, that could be the start of your business. Unlearning the idea that it has to be difficult, hard, challenging. You have to get something else, another certification, degree, releasing that, and realizing that you already have what it takes to get started today. Yes, Marissa, we have so much to celebrate you for. I enjoy all of your creations throughout the years. Cocoon is still my personal favorite. I look forward to the soft challenge. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you. Yes, Cocoon is my book of affirmations that you can get on Amazon. And yeah, that's part of my freelancing journey, right? So it can look like whatever you want it to look like. If you want to become a writer, a freelance writer, a copywriter, I know a few of us are doing that. Taking your skill set, your passions, what brings you joy, using that as a way to bring in income, and realizing that you can pivot at any time that you want to. Thank you for that, Danny. Yeah, so wrapping up, you just might, eye emoji, be overlooking the long list of skills that you already have. So knowing your skill set is essential for being a business owner, right? Because you have to tell other people what you do. You have to tell other people what you do. So you have to be confident in your skill set, which may be a process, right, of getting there in order to tell other people that this is what I do, right? I'm highly qualified. I have all the years of experience in this. I know what I'm doing. And it's affirming to yourself that you absolutely do. You've proven to yourself over and over again that you absolutely do, right? Realizing there may be roadblocks along the way, but there are tools and resources to help you, which I've laid out during this webinar. Hopefully, you already have everything it takes to start a business. Asking yourself, how can you solve a problem? That's the basic question to ask yourself. How can you solve a problem for someone? In exchange, you receive income. Solving a problem, receiving income. Three actions to identify your existing skill set. Observation. So observe the things you're already doing that you may not even think about twice now. This could be journaling, voice noting, telling yourself what you do on a daily basis. This is your skill set. All right, reflection. Reflect on how you're using your skills every day and how they can solve a problem for someone else. Your dream clients. Affirmation. Affirm for yourself how incredible your skills are and how much your ideal clients need them. They're actually looking for you. Someone with your exact skill set, passion, expertise, right? They're looking for you. You're not having to convince anyone to buy from you. They need what you're looking for, just like any other service that we go and pay for. Something I've been realizing, that we seek out someone who is specialized in this area, and we're happy to provide that exchange with them. That's really what we're promoting as Black women freelancers, right? Not having to convince anyone, beg anyone, tapping into your power, your confidence, your skill set, and attracting people who need that and who value you. And like I said, I am hosting a 30-day challenge starting Monday. Freelancing Freedom for Black women. If you are ready to do bite-sized tasks over a 30-day period, which is really 6 weeks because it's Monday through Friday, we don't do weekends. Please register now at bit.ly/freelancing30. There's information there on the landing page. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. hello@marissaprice.me, which I'll put up here. Yes. I'm in the process of course, advertising the challenge, working through the different activities, creating daily posts, which will be posted in the private community that you'll receive access to upon registering. There will also be weekly live support calls on Zoom. So every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we'll be on Zoom to answer any questions that you have, to coach you through the process of putting yourself out there, which can be a task in and of itself, of having the confidence in yourself, in your skill set, to tell other people that I'm now launching this freelance business, that I'm now offering copywriting, right? Coaching, consulting. So those will be weekly live Zoom calls, 6 in total on Zoom as well. welcome. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, y'all. If you do want to work with me, again, I'm a social worker. So if you are working through deeper issues that are keeping you from being seen, like self-confidence, self-esteem that may have been impacted along the way in toxic environments, I'd be happy to work with you. I do offer coaching sessions, healing sessions, as well as starting or growing your freelance business coaching sessions, which you can find on my website, marissaprice.me. Put it up here. You can connect with me on social. YouTube, of course, Instagram, LinkedIn. Marissa Price, MSW. I think I have a period in there. Hold on one second. Let me edit that. Yes, I'm Marissa Price, MSW on LinkedIn, Marissa Price Heals, YouTube, Instagram. You can send me an email, hello@marissaprice.me. You can join my online community, Black Women Freelancers. We will be having a live co-working session tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join us, and inside the community, you can actually join the actual co-working space. It will be broadcast on YouTube, but if you want to join the actual space, please feel free to join the community. Oh, thank you, Danny. This is an amazing presentation. I'm so impressed with all the self-promotion. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is way outside my comfort zone, y'all. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that. And yeah, as I'm working through self-promotion myself, which I have to be honest, has been the most difficult part of being a freelancer. Promoting what I'm doing, telling other people what I'm doing, because there's a level of vulnerability to that, right? So it's really like tapping into little by little, right? Showing what you're doing, telling safe people, which again, why community is so important. You can like do a test run with people that you know are safe, supportive, before you advertise what you're doing to the general public, if you're also working through deeper issues like that. So yes, thank you for that. I appreciate you, friend. All right, and I want to thank you for being here on this webinar, again, that I initially recorded, I guess, with Libria Jones, her online community set up by Quinn Edwards, who is my fellow freelancer and who also designed my website. So if you're looking for website design, please reach out to Quinn. There's also a link at the bottom of my website to work with Quinn as well. But yeah, please register for Freelancing Freedom starting Monday, 30-day soft challenge. Let me link it again. And yes, we would love to see you there. And please reach out to me if you have any questions or anything like that. And yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank y'all so much for being here, for joining. This is the first type of webinar like this that I've done on my YouTube channel. So I appreciate y'all sharing what you've shared in the chat. And yes, I want to thank y'all for being here. Let me know if you have any questions by sending me an email. Bye, y'all. Thank you.